What is up, 1320 fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of 1320 Garages. Today we find ourselves in Tampa, Florida with a guy that we met about 10 years ago that swore to us he would be on our channel one day. And today happens to be that day. So let's go check it out. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? My name's Jared Rose and welcome to Full Circle Garage.
Well, dude, thanks for having us down here. We got down here and we were looking up people to talk to, and Whitty reminded me that he talked to us about 10 years ago about this stuff, and
I did.
This seemed to be a great garage for us to come down and check out. So we're excited to be here.
Sweet.
Your setup looks awesome. Let's talk about it for a little bit.
Okay.
The garage, how big is it?
So this garage is a 36 by 36 with a 31-foot lean coming off the front of it.
Okay, so it's like 60 some odd foot of covered parking then.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This is 14-foot sidewalls, just because of lifts and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a metal building. This is pretty popular in Florida and a lot more affordable, I think.
Right.
So
when'd you build it?
built this actually, dude, about 1.5 years ago.
Oh, so it's not very old.
It's not very old at all.
fresh.
And it's gone through 2 hurricanes.
So it's proven.
It's proven.
It's Florida proven right now.
Florida freaking proven.
Well, let's go check it out. Okay,
Yeah.
First of all, first thing I see right here is outside, out in the, not in the elements, it's covered, I guess. We have a simulator set up?
Correct. Yeah. So this is a sim rig. I'm actually sponsored by Next Level Racing, and this is the one that my kids use, and some of the buddies, but on the inside is the really, really nice one, but this is the one that we have battles on and try to beat our times and stuff like that. So,
all right, well, let's go into the garage, check out the inside.
Yeah. So here we go.
Okay, the first thing I notice when I walk in is the air conditioning.
Yes.
You gotta be the most popular guy in the middle of the summer to come over and hang out with as far as car guys go.
The AC was one of those things is for Florida, at least for the humidity during the summertime. Like, we had to install that.
Okay, another sim rig.
Yeah.
So you said that one outside's for the kids, and this is the daddy one.
Yeah. This is the one to spend a little money on. But yeah, it's a Logitech Pro steering wheel. I just getting ready to set this up for drifting because I want to get a drift car. I experienced going around in a drift car for the first time probably like 3 months ago. Okay. And changed my life.
Gotcha.
I was like, I need to learn this, but I don't want to spend a ton of money on tires and stuff and not know what I'm doing. They say practicing on a sim rig is the best to kind of correlate when you go out there on the track and stuff like that. So
what games do you normally play on this thing other than the drifting stuff that you're talking about?
Pretty much Gran Turismo.
Do you want to throw out your tag? Some guys can race you?
Full Circle Garage.
Full Circle Garage?
100%. And like anybody can get it. Like look me in the face, like anybody can get it. Dead serious. So we actually have a Discord and we hold tournaments.
Okay.
So like my followers will go on the Discord and we set up tournaments and we take it serious, we battle, you know? But there's some tracks, as you can see, there's this one track and everybody's trying to beat that time and nobody's beat that time.
Gotcha, you're king of the castle right now.
Not that it can't be beaten, it's just they haven't beaten. So,
well, tell me a little bit more of the garage, what we got going on around here. So we can walk all the way around it, do whatever.
Okay, I guess, yeah, let's start here. We got a lot of flags up here. This right here was actually, old Mark Martin shirt or jacket, and this is kind of cool. A buddy actually gave it to me because of one of the cars, but this is my dad's old hat, and so I kind of let it here, let it hang. So this little area right here means a lot. This is kind of realistically workbench area. This is where stuff either has to get customized or I broke something. So this is where this kind of goes on.
I do have to say that your toolbox setup, I'm envious of. For one, they all match. 2, they all look clean. Mine neither do either of those things, so this is nice.
It's a group effort. Thank God to my wife, who will actually come in here and clean things.
Straighten things out for you.
Yeah. She does a good job keeping things looking neat. I keep it organized. She keeps it looking neat and all that good stuff. So this is this is YouTube. This is where I try to figure out how to fix stuff. Right?
Oh, dude, that's every car. Like I know how I'm gonna fix this, but I want to see if YouTube's got any tips or tricks for me.
Exactly. This is pretty cool. Oh, so look at this.
Shop fridge. I was like, I was just thinking like he doesn't have a shop fridge. You do.
I do. So actually I saw this online and a guy had posted, it was in like middle class garage. I think
average middle class garage.
Everybody,
I'm in that group.
Yeah, everybody's in that group. And a guy had posted it and he was like, this will fit in a end locker. and it fits like literally perfect because I don't want to take up space for it. But the next thing would probably be a coffee maker. I gotta add a coffee maker.
That way you can fully that your wife can fully kick you out of the house.
Exactly. I'll be done. I'll be done. This right here, standard. This is metric, and yes, this is not for looks.
Hang on, the whole thing, this whole side's standard, and that's all metric.
Correct. Yep.
That's so nice.
Slap full of tools, so it's not just for looks. We use this stuff. We have a lot of tools, mainly Cornwell, because my cousin owns a tool truck with them.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, this is all.
So all the standards are.
This is all the standard stuff.
Yep. I'm so jealous of that.
Yeah.
Jealous.
So just kind of have a little bit of everything.
Well, now that we've talked about the garage and everything, let's go into the cars.
Okay.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to?
Yeah, we'll go open up the garage door. Yeah.
All right. We got the garage doors open, and it feels a lot nicer now. Yeah. Let's go over all. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep. 7
Where are we
cars.
starting?
We're going to start with why there is a full circle garage.
Okay, let's go into it.
That's going to be with my Evo 9 MR SE. This car means a lot to me. So before it was called Full Circle Garage, it was actually called Full Circle Evo. And this is a car I wanted since I was literally 17, 18 years old. And my dad, who died 12 years ago from cancer, was on his deathbed, and he had asked me, "What's your dream car?" And I had literally described this car to a T. I said, graphite gray, Evo 9, MR, SE is my dream car, hands down. And so 11 years later, I end up finding a car down south with an astonishing 15,000 miles on it.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was a complete barn find. I mean, it's up on the lift. It is truly mint.
So out of all the cars, all 7 of them, that's the one that's been here the longest.
Yes, hands down. That's the one that's been here long, which is not very long, but this is the one I bought about a year and a half ago.
Gotcha. And what's the setup on it? Is it completely stock? It's got a mild build? What's it got?
No. So everything's built on it. Built motor, runs on an FP Red turbo. We're actually going to do a build series on YouTube on it because we're going to try to we're going to push about 725 on it.
Okay. What's it make right now?
Makes about 600 on E85, 590.
That's a fun amount of power.
Oh, dude. It's literally 700 will just give it, red lines, 9,000 RPMs. It's fun. 700 will just take it to where it just scares you just a little bit, But yeah, that's kind of the one that started it all. That's the one that means a lot to me, just because it was a childhood dream that we saw eventually come full circle. So
nice. And then where are we going next with it? Do the Supra?
Yeah, let's do the Supra. So this is a one-off color. No, it's not an RSP. A lot of people always ask, is it RSP? It's not. RSP is a little more purple. This is a little more blue. But this is a induction built car.
Oh.
Yeah.
I already like it.
Yeah.
If Victor has hands on it, it's solid.
Exactly. 7275 turbo on it. It's on Pro EFI. Makes about 1,200 to the wheels.
Oh, damn.
V160.
6-speed car?
Yep. It's got all the TRD fun packages on there. There's some things, little cosmetic stuff we got to do to it. But this car was well put together at the time I bought it. So I've made little tiny changes and just trying to make it as mint as possible. So,
you don't have to do a lot to these cosmetically to make them. They just look so good.
They do, man. And this is the car that scares me the most because it's rear wheel drive, and I was so used to, you kind of saw, I have a lot of all wheel drive cars, and that's kind of what I grew up on. And when I got my first taste of rear wheel drive, I was like, this is fun. So, yeah, this is like the raging bull. You're just we've gone out to Mexico in these cars, and it's just, tail end everywhere. It's just wow, dude.
I bet it's fun, dude.
It's a lot of fun. We'll go over here to
the 2G.
Which you don't see much.
You don't see them on the road driving. No, you don't. No. And especially clean ones, because they rust out. I don't know if you've been to the Midwest, but they do rust out. Cars rust.
Yeah. So this is a 2G Eclipse.
What year is this one?
This is a 1998.
Is it what, TSI? Is it the
GSS?
GSS.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I was 16, I had a GST. This is back when you could buy cars for $500. The car wasn't running. We bought off Craigslist back when Craigslist was a thing. I don't know if it's popping off now, but We bought it for 500 bucks and we got the car running. It was red, it was a GST, it was a Talon. And you know, I had ended up selling it, and I had later said to myself, I'm like, man, I'd love, because that's how I met my wife, and we would go cruising to car meets. I met my wife at a car meet. So like that car was like, meant a lot to me. I was like, man, I'd love to, just the nostalgia, just the whole full circle thing is get another 2G Eclipse. And here we are. I found this one because I was like,
this is a clean unit right here.
Yeah. So it's an FP red turbo on it. We're gonna try to make, it's gonna make about 450 out of it.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. We could try to push it more, but I'm not in these cars to go, I'm just bringing back memories. And
I think 450 is good for the engine.
Yeah.
Anything more than that, they seem to have.
Yeah. But the reason I love like kind of this like pearl gray was because it was the closest thing that would match the Evo. And so I was just thinking, you know, my wife driving this, I'm driving the Evo, we could go cruise to car meets and stuff like that. So it'd be a cool car to have. So.
Well, nice. I love seeing a clean 2G for sure.
Yeah.
And then R35.
Yes.
This is the newest thing in the fleet, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is the newest year model. This came second when I bought the Evo.
Gotcha.
So this car makes about 1,200 horsepower. T1 had their hands on it, VSC, and last was CCOs. So yeah, this car, it's fast. It's not really scary like the Supra, because there's so much technology in the car, and so it just puts the power to the ground. It does what it's supposed to do.
It works. Every time.
Every time it works. But built motor, built trans, a whole 9 yards. You know, it's built for 1,400, but you know, we keep it up under that. I think it's a beautiful car. My only thing is I love manuals. And so paddle shift and DCT transmission is not really my thing. So I'm not sure how long I'll hold on to this car actually, because you know, there's other things I'm thinking about that I want a clutch pedal and I want to shift gears and all that cool stuff. So we'll see, but it is nice to just get in a car and let it effortlessly do what it's supposed to do.
Oh yeah,
You know?
R35s are really good at that.
Yeah.
All right, coming outside, we're down to the top 3 here.
Yeah.
All right, where do we start? We got a 1G, NASCAR, and an FD.
Yes.
FD, tell me some more about this.
Okay, we'll start with the FD.
First of all, I love yellow cars.
Yep.
Not a lot of people do.
Yep.
But yellow FDs just pop.
Yes.
They just look good.
Yep, especially, so this is a competition yellow mica, and if anybody knows about FDs and CYM, they know it has a pearl in the yellow. And this car, sunlight and nighttime is just literally stunning, like absolutely stunning. So this car actually, you might have seen this car on YouTube. A lot of people messaged me on this car. But this was Vin from Hoonigan's Car, and he put this car on his channel. It's titled like one of 350 RS7s, FDs. And so I was looking for an FD. I had posted in a group, I was like, hey, what's out there for sale? He reached out to me and said, I'm thinking about selling my FD. And then, yeah, we put a deal together, and you know, I flew out to California. We got to film and all that stuff, which was really cool. I got to go to the Fast and Furious locations and all that stuff. But all in all, we had a blast, and I bought the car. I had it shipped back to Florida.
Nice. What modifications are done to it?
So Mazda still has a heritage program, and so this is basically, you know, a heritage motor that has been redone. It's stock. It's not Bridgeported. It's not, you know, it blows flames, which is cool. But it does have EFR turbo on it, so it's one of those cars that literally makes like the right sounds. It feels good. If I'm going by myself, I'm picking this car every time. And then, you know, being yellow, it grabs a lot of attention.
Oh, I'm sure.
So some people are like, what is it? But you know, the real ones, like, they're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
So still rotary powered and all that?
It is still rotary powered, 13B in it. Just kind of clean up, runs on Haltech. Makes about 370 to the wheels.
Okay.
So nothing crazy, but literally the car's 2,600 horsepower, or 26, I wish, 2,600 pounds. And for that power to weight ratio, like I'm telling you, when we go out in it, like, it is amazing.
Oh yeah,
absolutely amazing.
All right, let's move on to the NASCAR. Tell me a little bit about this thing. 2000 model year Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
My mom had one.
It
wasn't this cool. I'll say that. Now, tell me a little, what's the history on this one?
Okay, so
real NASCAR?
This is a real NASCAR.
Okay.
Was actually driven in NASCAR. This is a Jeremy Mayfield's car, and this car right here we bought out of Ohio. It's got a 383 Power Stroke in it.
383 stroker.
Power Stroke.
You want to back
That's the
up?
truck.
You want to
That's
back up?
yeah.
You got a Power Stroke over here. Excuse me, Whitty. He's got a Power Stroke over here.
Small block.
Okay, so it's got a 383 small block, 383 stroker small block.
So it's got a 383 small block in it.
There he goes.
And, you know, that car, probably about 440, 450, somewhere around there. To the wheels, it's not crazy extremely fast, but probably makes about 380 maybe to the wheels.
This thing could make 300 horsepower and I wouldn't care, dude. It's a street legal NASCAR. That's the coolest. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted a street legal race car, like a NASCAR, F1 car, something. This is cool.
Yeah, man. It literally, to what you said, like, it doesn't matter when you go out. This by far, when we talk about just a fun car, and we'll get to experience this, the looks, everything, the cops, the whole 9 yards. Like, you're gonna get in this. It sounds amazing. There's nothing practical about it. There's no doors. You know what I mean? So
it's a real NASCAR, but it's got a 383 stroker.
Yep.
And it runs on what now? It has.
So this car originally ran on meth.
Okay.
But now it runs on premium gas.
Had to do that one. Appreciate that. Had to do that one. Okay, so it used to run on meth, now it runs on pump gas. Is it 91 for gas?
Yeah, 91. It'll do, but you know, we put 93.
Transmission-wise, does it have NASCAR transmission? You put a different T56?
No, it has a T10 transmission in there.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah,
4-speed still.
Yep, still a 4-speed in it, and it is just literally a blast. You know, side exhaust, it rumbles. There's no sound. It's just crazy, wild. It's kind of, I feel like when you drive this car on the street, you're like a glitch in the Matrix. Like, everybody is just like, he's not supposed to do that.
That's
like,
not legal.
Yeah.
How's that legal?
So
okay, let's move on to the last car.
Yep.
It's the 1G. This is one of the cleanest 1Gs I've seen in person. I'm looking over it like left and right, and this thing is clean as hell.
Yeah.
What year is this thing?
So this is a 1990 all-wheel drive Eclipse. And so, yeah, this is the first gen. This is literally, the interior is completely stock.
How many miles are on this thing?
Oh, on the chassis, there's about 220,000 miles on it.
What?
Yes.
Where did you find this thing?
Yeah, it came from, I think, somewhere actually near you guys, like Nebraska and stuff like that.
There's no way this body came from Nebraska.
I think it's somewhere
Somebody
up
had
there.
to put this in a basement for like the past 20 years. That is ridiculous.
They brought it from, I think it was somewhere around there, and then brought it to Florida. And that's where I bought it.
Damn.
But it is a built motor. It's nothing crazy. It's an FP, it's an FP red turbo
pop
on
the
this.
hood. Let's take a peek at her.
So, yeah.
You're a 4G guy, aren't you?
I love 4Gs.
You got 3 of them. So.
Man, I've had 4Gs like all my life. I'm 38 now, so I've had them for a very, very long time. And here we have another 4G. And I actually have more 4Gs. So you got backups? I do. Yeah, FP red turbo on here. You know, transmission. Actually, I think it's a Shep Stage 3 transmission. It made like 450. You're probably to the wheels. Again, maybe like 380, something like that. So nothing crazy. We can push it more, but I don't get in these cars to. I just want to feel young again, you know. And every time we take it out, like it's amazing actually how much attention it gets, because people are like, oh my God, because you never see
They
it.
haven't seen probably one this clean in 30 years.
Yeah,
you know? It's wild to see some of this stuff.
So
pretty much all,
cool.
These are your top 3, right? The ones out front?
Correct, yeah.
So when we take each one of these cars out, people are just gonna stare.
Yeah.
They're just gonna stare for different reasons.
They pretty much, these are probably gonna get the most attention. And then obviously the Supra, once that goes out, you always get the person that screams out the window, "Is that a Supra?" like literally, like it's like got to the point where it like legitimately, like when I first got the car, it legitimately scared me because people would just scream it.
Yell it at you.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about the garage, all the cars, or anything else you want to show us before we take cars out?
Yeah, I have some other things can kind of show around the property and stuff.
We can do that.
So yeah, we live on 12 acres, which is pretty cool because we're in the middle of town, and it's just kind of rare to have land out here. But we have my race car trailer, which is what we take to events and stuff.
Let me stop you right there. I'm really jealous of your grass because you never have to mow it.
Never mow it, water it, fertilize it.
Looks great all the time.
Looks great all the time. So yeah, so this is our race car trailer.
Was it a 40 foot?
No, this is actually 36.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, AC, insulated, all that stuff. This has got a fridge in it. The system is actually banging in here. Like, so, you know, it has an awning and stuff, and then we have our stool, and then you have a little area up there where you can sleep and whatnot.
Does this double as car storage when hurricanes come through?
It does. It does. But fun fact, the NASCAR will not fit inside here.
Why not?
It's too long.
What?
Yeah, man.
How long is that thing?
That NASCAR is over 17 feet long. You wouldn't think it, but I tried.
That's wild.
So I actually have to get a open race car trailer now.
No, this is how you sell bigger trailer to the wife.
Exactly.
That's how you do that. I think we need a 40 foot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is our race car trailer. So
nice. Oh, we got a straight up like gym over here?
So yeah, so this is where the magic happens. A lot of people, they know me for cars, but there's a lot of people that know me for fitness, and this is
holy the whole gym inside.
Yeah, this is everything for me. Like literally everything. I spend probably more time in here than I do actually in my garage. So fitness, I train martial arts, so jiu-jitsu, I train kickboxing, and yeah, so when I don't go to 7-star and train, I'm in here training. So this is
a full-on gym.
Yep. My wife trains in here. My kids train in here. We're big on health, and so, you know, I'm getting older. So I gotta take care of myself.
You're almost at the big 4-0.
Exactly. I tell you what, we could walk over here if you want to too.
What do we got?
So
we got shipping containers.
Yeah. So this is when hurricanes come through. A lot of cars go inside here.
Oh, this is where the cars go.
Yeah. We move. I mean, we keep our kids' go-karts and stuff like that in there. But there's actually 2 more cars.
Oh, what the hell?
Over here. So before I actually built a garage, I had a tent. And I think everybody kind of started at a tent. And I posted that picture, and this is actually that car. So this is another 1G
oh, damn.
Eclipse. All-wheel drive. I'm gonna end up, once the garage gets done on the expansion of it, we're gonna pull these cars in, and then we're gonna completely restore this car.
Nice.
And this will actually be kind of just one of those drag cars, just kind of beat on and not really too worried about. And this right here is actually a 3 Series 1982 BMW. And
Woody likes BMWs.
Dang, that's cool.
this was my dad's car.
Oh.
And we're gonna case swap this car and just use it to cruise around, make a little power, nothing crazy or anything like that. But this was my dad's car that he left me when he died, and that's another reason why we're expanding the garage, because I really want to bring these back to life.
Gotcha.
So this is our 5th wheel that we take to the track. My goal, I'm probably gonna sell this, but my goal is to put it all into one, a motor coach, and put the race car trailer behind it. But for right now, this works. We drop one trailer off, and then we go get the next one. Okay, so.
Oh, damn.
This is my Lambo.
This is nice as fucking here.
And this thing has got everything and anything.
This is nicer than my house, dude.
Yes. The seats, they vibrate, they're heated, they're cool. A TV pops up here, double vanity sink, you know, full fridge, 1.5 baths. Like, so when we're at the track in this, it's pretty sweet. Like,
Yeah, you're not roughing it.
yeah, we're not roughing it. No. So this is 45 foot. And it's 5 slides, so it's a big boy.
Damn.
Dry weight on this is about 18,000 pounds.
Jesus.
So that's why I have that F550.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
Very nice.
this is a fun one.
All right, before we finish up on the cars, I gotta talk about the tow rig here.
Yeah. So
F550 7.3.
this is a 7.3.
Okay, I got a 7.3 as well.
Yes. So then you know this is the most reliable truck.
Most reliable. I'm sure
period.
you get offered money every time you go to the pump with this thing.
All the time. This is the one. Our last event we went to at Orlando Speedway, we put this in the NASCAR because we went out there drag race the NASCAR.
Nice.
So, but this truck is literally like, just wait till you look inside.
Oh my God, it's a cream puff. How many miles are on this thing?
It's got 110,000.
It's one?
Yeah.
110,000.
Yep.
Jesus.
And there's literally no issues at all with this truck, none. And it looks good when it's completely cleaned up and it tows, you know, whatever you want. And I've had some pretty sketchy stuff.
I like the tow rig for sure.
Yeah.
Man. All right, now that we've gone through everything, we're gonna take your top 3 out. Is these 3 right here?
Yep.
Tell me number 3, which one are we taking out first?
Number 3 is going to be the 1G.
The 1G.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
let's get cambered up and we'll hop in there real quick. All right?
Okay.
All right. First of all, this is 90s right here. I remember this from back in the day, you know?
Don't get choked out.
Don't get choked out. Well, before I forget, thanks for letting us come over and hang out. That's a new shirt, new hoodie for you.
Nice.
Just new swag.
Oh, a hoodie too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey.
I know it gets down to 60 here in Florida, so you might need it.
Oh man, sweet.
Let's see what this 1G's got. This is 90s.
Dude,
this
look
is
at
so
all
90s. This is awesome.
I wish I had a cassette.
The fact that all the lights behind the cluster
dude.
and everything work, that like makes it pop so much better.
And at nighttime, just like,
orange everywhere.
Dude.
Oh, buddy.
right here.
So when did you get this one?
Right after the Evo. No, right after the GT-R. It was
Okay,
Evo
you got
GT-R.
the Evo GT-R and this.
Yep.
one.
And
Was this just one of those cars that was just like, it just screams childhood, it screams back in the day, and you just had to do it?
I'm such a 4G63 fanboy. So it was kind of one of those things where, like, you know what? I know I'm gonna buy a 2G when that one comes around, so I should probably just complete it and get a 1G.
You race anybody with this thing? You surprise anybody?
Nah.
Any 4-cylinder Mustangs need to get gapped?
No, right? No, I've never raced anybody with this. It's not very fast, but it's fun.
See, that's the thing is, like, the thing that some people don't understand is driving a slower car fast is more fun than driving a fast car slow.
Completely agree.
I've got that little Volkswagen. I'm redlining that thing like, what? It's like 40 miles an hour. Like but it's fun. It makes all the right sounds, which this definitely does. The turbo spool and everything, the blow-off valve. So where does this car fit in your lineup? Is this your Sunday driver? Is this your just the nostalgic? I want to feel like it's the early 2000s again, 90s again. Like where does this fit in the lineup?
Yeah, that's ultimately where it fits. You know, just something different, fun, kind of go back. I love driving it at nighttime just because of the orange dash and, you know, listening like the music. Me and my wife was
period correct music while you're cruising it too.
100%, man. 90s music. When it hits, the bass, the speakers back there rattle like crazy because they're all blown.
Nice.
And I literally choose not to fix it because I'm like, that's just so 90s, man. That was just that era, man. And I love everything about it, man. It just takes me back to like Blockbuster days and stuff, man.
Like this thing was like the all-wheel drive little 4-cylinder fast car back in the day. Dude. This was it.
Yeah, man. And these cars on like no prep, like built, like some of these guys, man, these things are rockets.
Some of the wildest cars I've seen on no prep were 4G63 Evos.
Yeah.
when they let go, and they just let go of the clutch, and this thing goes darts all across the road, but it's going forward fast. Yeah. It's just like in like 1,320 feet, they might have gone 1,600 because they're zigging and zagging all the way over. So out of all 7 of your cars, or 8, I guess, including the truck, out of all the 8 vehicles, why is this number 3? Why does this fit in that slot?
So I would say this is number 3 for a couple reasons. You don't see many of them, and that's what I really enjoy a lot about the cars is when you go to these car meets or you go hang out or whatever, and not seeing that car just in different colors everywhere. So, you know, the fact that you don't see many clean, especially clean 1Gs, just 1Gs alone. This is why I edged this car up there. It's fun. It's like a little go-kart, man. Like just a little bit, just to feel something, but not.
It's got enough power to have fun.
Yeah. And
it's got that look where if I saw this car rolling in my local car meet, I would be like, what the hell?
Yeah, man. Like, and then the smell.
Oh, it's got that 90s smell.
Yeah, I love the smell, man.
And the textures. Like that fake leather texture they put on everything back in the day.
The seats are so comfortable.
Oh, I could do road trip in these.
I'm
easy.
telling you, man.
Easy. Makes all the right noises. All the right noises.
Dude,
that turbo spool with the blow-off valve combo.
Yeah.
You drive one of these cars all day, it just never gets old.
Dude. Just a fun little ripper, man.
All right, man. Thanks for riding the 1G.
Yeah.
What is number 2?
Number 2.
Which car are we going to next?
As crazy as it sounds, it's going to be the RX7 FD.
Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go hop in that thing.
All right.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So as you can tell, a smile on my face.
Oh, yeah.
This car makes completely all the right noises, and you're gonna see why this is number 2.
Rotary?
Awesome. Rotary, 13B.
Perhaps a little bit, make some pops and bangs?
Little bit, nothing crazy, but it's such a blast.
Oh,
all right.
The blow-off valve. I was like, little turbo, but the blow-off valve kicked it right there.
I am telling you.
No. That's every shift. I would never drive another car.
I'm telling you.
I would only drive this.
I'm telling you, dude. It is surely such an amazing car. Doesn't matter what RPMs, just cruising, it's gonna make all the right noise every time.
How has your rotary ownership been?
It's actually
have you had problems with it or anything?
It's actually been quite enjoyable. I have no problems with it. I do need to do, but this is to show the advantages and plus to having a heritage motor that they release, you know, because all the issues and, you know, the rat's nest and all this stuff has been cleaned up, which is just great. And I maintenance my stuff correctly. You know, I pre-mix it. I pre-mix the car every time. You'd be amazed at how many people talk bad about the seals and stuff, and you're like, are you pre-mixing it? Or they cheap out on the oil that they use, you know? Like, I do everything the right way, and I've had no issues. These cars want to be driven. They want high RPMs, and if you take care of it, man, you know, it's coming up on a year, and
no issues.
Give me some wood, but no issues, dude.
What does this car do that the 1G doesn't do as far as 90s nostalgia for you?
Oh.
Or is this just... Is this just like the bright yellow? I love that. I love seeing that car out, and I want to drive it. Or what is this car to you?
Man, in all honesty, a rotary FD does not compare to any 90s car, man. Not an NSX, not the 1G, not anything. Like literally, it's like if you try to compare like a Lambo to like a Honda Civic, that's how much of a difference I look at this car versus that one.
You just really like this car that much more.
This car is in its own league, man. Like truly, truly. And I feel that about two cars, this car and the Evo. The Evo is another car in its own league. I mean, where else are you gonna have baby seats in the back and you can drag it, you can rally it, you can drift it, you can,
oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like take it in the snow. So this car, it's just the funnest car by far that I have when it comes to like, you know, nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? And I think it's just, honestly, I just think it's just beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful.
Super clean car.
Yep.
And it's like that. This is the only rotary that they're making back in the day.
Yeah, man. Yep. And you know, makes all the right noise. And then, like I said, you put flames with it. Mm-hmm. You know, people are like, "Oh my god!" Like, dude, the sex appeal. It has everything. It literally has everything.
Oh yeah.
It's
one of, like I said, it's one of those timeless looks from the '90s. This Mark IV Supra.
Yes.
There's a handful of cars, the R34, just a handful of cars that are always going to be desirable.
Yep.
I hope the people at home can hear this noise.
I hope so too.
Because it doesn't get old.
It does not, man.
All right, thank you for riding the flamethrower. And now NASCAR's number one.
You want to see some? It is number one.
Hell yeah! Let's go monitor that thing in traffic.
See some 90 stuff.
Oh,
give it a little extra.
Oh yeah, give it a little help.
Yeah.
What's the process of starting the NASCAR? Is there a key?
I'll tell you what. There's no key.
Well, we won't tell people that. You'll have a key by the time this.
That's why you move the steering wheel. So there's no key. We have a disconnect for a battery over here. So that 9 times out of 10 is off. Switch it on there. This is the cool part. I mean, everything about this car just makes you feel like a total badass.
Yeah, you're starting a race car,
yeah.
dude.
So you go in here, flip in the fuel, water, fan, ignition, and yeah, let that run, kind of prime a little bit. Then hit the gas. Hopefully she fires right off.
She's chopping. Let her warm up for a little bit, then we'd be good.
Yeah. This car's fine.
Now this is the first car we've done on the garages where it doesn't have a door, so I gotta get in. Give me a sec. So every time you get in this thing, and you go to start it, do you just think like bald eagles, America?
100%.
Like,
100%.
What's the dumbest errand you've run in this thing? Like, I gotta take this piece of mail to the mailbox. Let me take the NASCAR.
Yeah, Publix groceries.
You grocery
I'm
shopping.
going to grocery shopping. Yeah, I'm going to Publix. Yeah, and it's just a blast, dude. Like, you have to walk around with your steering wheel because somebody stole the car. It's awesome, man. Like you feel like a hack in the Matrix. My damn shoelace is stuck. I couldn't pull my shoe back.
Oh, from the throttle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. America wanted you to.
I was like, oh shit, I can't get my foot back. So my shoelace got stuck on the brake and I couldn't pull off the accelerator, the gas.
Oh, so wait, that's why you just kept going.
Yeah, I was like, oh shoot. All right, damn.
What's your least favorite thing about the car?
During the summertime, it's hot.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, you get all, there's no, the firewall, like,
all that heat comes in, bro, you're like drenched, man. But I got my AC.
Yeah, your little fan works pretty well, I bet.
So that gets me hotter. And it gets bad gas mileage.
Oh, I bet.
Terrible.
I gotta ask, so these are obviously supposed to go really fast.
Yep.
Does it drive better the faster you go?
Yes, 100%.
It really does.
Yeah, when you're like slow, it's kind of like, you know, but when you just kind of can let it go, you can take turns great. Like it's an experience, man.
Like this is, it just feels like a better car at speed.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like it makes driving on the road more bearable.
There's so much America, it overcomes the suffering.
Exactly.
There you go. Why is it your number one? Out of all your cars, why is this one just like the end all be all? This is the coolest thing you got?
Just because it's truly an experience, like none other. I got a lot of cars, and they're awesome for sure. But this and the joy it brings other people, I mean, it's just a win-win all around. Like the amount of people I've met, the kids that are just like, can I take a picture with the car? Can I get in it? You know, it's just awesome, man.
I bet this is one of those cars that gets more looks than like an exotic. Like this and a Ferrari at a stoplight, this thing people are looking at.
That's the funny part. Like, I'll be at a car meet with a Bugatti, and all eyes turn. Everybody, it's like, you know, you're talking about a $3+ million car versus like a $30,000 car. You know, like night and day. But it just goes to show, man. People like things that you don't see a lot. You know. Never gets old, man. I love JDMs, but just the rawness, man.
There's something deep down in your American heart that just loves this.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you very much for the ride.
Yes, sir, man, dude.
It's like a childhood dream to ride in a street legal freaking NASCAR. This is quite the number one. You've quite the collection.
Yeah. It's a little wild. This one seemed a little out of ordinary, but with people understanding that I'm from Kannapolis, North Carolina, like NASCAR is what actually got me in the car. So this was always on the list.
This was all, even though you have JDM everything.
This was always on the list.
Hell yeah. Well, again, thank you for letting us come over and annoy you.
Absolutely.
Also, he brought the NASCAR down to us at Sick Week like a month later because of some difficulties. And thank you very much for doing that.
Absolutely,
Got to go for a ride in this thing again. I love this thing. If you guys at home know of a collection we need to check out that's cooler than his, probably not going to happen. But if you do know of one, drop it in the comments below or hit that link in the description. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.